Today we need to talk about Jung Kook possibly ending his solo soon and why some weird people are asking for this. I also want to get into Jung Kook addressing gay rumors in a live stream, sort of, and then we have TXT's Yeonjun protested and what happened there. So hey Dumplings, it's Dave to decide hater or not. Make sure you're subscribed with the notification bell on. Grab your dumpling, taste bling mug merch, and let's go. We are having an interesting situation with Yeonjun from TXT, but before I talk about that at length, I really need to talk about Hybe, and I need to talk about just the people who are sick in the head that exist within this fandom, because we are seeing more and more of it lately. Hybe was really one of the first companies to establish this relationship with their fans and supporters. They established this idea that when something does come up among BTS or any of their artists, they are the first to put out a statement and talk about it. Many labels in the past will only address things once it gets big. So they'll talk about just the really big dating rumors or if there's intense death threats going on. Really, no label puts out as many "hello, this is Big Hit Music" statements as Big Hit does. And I really feel like this was a bad idea. Not a bad idea for music in general, but a bad idea for these specific types of people who are quite delusional already. These specific people who read these statements now think that when they make a big enough deal about things online, they'll suddenly get this multi-billion-dollar corporation to sit there and beg for forgiveness. And this makes them feel good, like they actually can control something in the world. This is the exact reason why many labels and corporations won't bother addressing anything, because once they show a human side, people will then take advantage. There was once a situation I remember seeing where a company did nothing wrong and they released a statement to literally not apologize, but just to explain what is happening. And I saw Kpop fans replying to say it's too late to apologize, end your company. And it's like they were not apologizing. And also, by receiving those comments, it makes it clear for not only that company but other companies who are watching this backlash or hate train unfold realize it's actually best to not address it. One of the biggest things PR people tell celebrities and brands not to do is to not address things, for the exact reason I just mentioned. You address one thing, now every little thing you're going to get demanded to address. Hybe was kind in the beginning to treat these people asking for a response like a human being, but they have so far passed that point in their company that they cannot address everything and every little problem the fandom has. With TXT, it's very interesting. Obviously, the group is growing, and within that growth, we are going to start to see very intense and strange people become a part of the fandom. So what is so strange and what happened that was so strange? Well, Hybe recently got a billboard truck sent right outside their building, and the truck was very weird. The phrasing of the truck was talking as if the fandom is a mother and Yeonjun is a child. The billboard talks about things like Yeonjun not getting proper promotion or even being allowed to live stream, apparently, and then saying that Hybe doesn't protect him enough. And all this is followed by this squiggly lines. These lines are supposed to mean sarcasm, apparently in Korean. So a lot of these things that the billboard writes out as concern feels just as someone mocking these comments. And then others say it's weird that the photos used for the billboard is Yeonjun crying. So actually a lot of people believe that this is an anti-fan who paid for the billboard, and then others believe it's a real fan who paid for it, hoping that Hybe will fix these issues. However, to spend your money and buy a billboard truck for any of these issues is insane. And whether you support the member or not, by doing this, you're not supporting them. It's absolutely embarrassing to see someone do this on your behalf. If you're a teenager and your mom bought a billboard truck to your school with your picture with the words, "Don't bully her, she's amazing, she deserves better treatment," how would you feel? Embarrassed. Yeonjun is also not banned from air or live stream. He is literally fine, and there's a reason why he hasn't been doing it as much if he hasn't. We just don't know. And that's okay. Celebrities and companies never used to be this easily accessible that we as the fans can just sit home whenever we're bored and want to see more of a celebrity, and then we can just decide to trend mass hate to the company to do something. We've seen this a lot with Taeyang as well, and fans have been actively extremely angry over this idea that Taeyang hasn't had any music come out lately. And I think people think that Hybe has been actively trying to stop him from making music or is just not giving enough resources to help him make music. But one thing we definitely know is that whatever Taeyang is working on, Jung Kook might actually know about it, because the two are often seen together very much. And so recently when Jung Kook decided to go on a live stream, one of the comments asked Jung Kook if he could talk about Taeyang's new song and specifically phrased it as, "Did you listen to V's album already?" Of course, this is obviously a trick question because we have no idea that V even has an album or if he's even been working on music. Jung Kook read that comment and then asked, "Oh, did the news go out already?" Usually the boys will be stopped by either staff or the other members if they're doing a group stream, and someone will say, "Hey, no, don't spoil that." But we didn't have anyone do that here. Jung Kook then answered and said that he had actually heard a few songs and loved it. This was definitely probably supposed to be news that would shake the fandom when it dropped, just because I think no one knew that he was working on anything, given him just doing a bunch of TV or fashion appearances lately. Like, when would he have even had time? This was great news, and I think we're all secretly glad that Jung Kook spoiled it, even though it was a spoiler, but then there was another part of the fandom that was upset. This was very strange to me as to why. The people who are solo fans of Jung Kook were thinking this was going to be something that will be announced soon, Taeyang's album, and it will spoil Jung Kook's promotion. And also, since Jung Kook thought it was announced already or that it came out, it might mean that it's coming out soon. And Jung Kook doesn't even have his album done yet. So this makes people worry that Jung Kook won't get that proper promotion that he needs. But understand, even if another member came and took the spotlight from Jung Kook, this is not a bad thing. The members love each other and they see each other's success as their own as well. When BTS as a group starts to do well, so will their own name and their own success. That's just how it works. Also, I think Jung Kook will have his own moment, and it's nothing that people should be scared about, that he may not have his own successful career. The live stream was even more hilarious when ARMYs noticed that Jung Kook was singing something or whistling something. There is this viral video on TikTok where it features an animation of two cute animal cartoons, animals touching and squishing each other's butts. There was this whistle-like tune that was created for this animation. The animation went super viral with 60 million views, and of course, content like this, without words and without a language barrier, can literally be viewed by people from all around the world, and they can understand it. Some fan accounts then literally took this video and decided that they were going to publish it to a fan page about BTS and label the cartoon characters as Jung Kook and Taeyang, basically saying that the two guys do this to each other, playing with each other's butts and being gay. People then started taking the clip and saying that Jung Kook watched this fan edit of that video and was singing along to that song, meaning he saw the fan edit and liked it and watched it over and over again, and then the tune got stuck in his head. The issue I'm having with this is the BTS fandom is so passionate about BTS and about promoting BTS that literally every trend or funny clip that exists on the internet, some ARMYs have attempted to make a BTS version of it, just to get people who don't know about BTS to know about BTS. So it really didn't matter which song Jung Kook sang, someone was going to make a correlation with Jung Kook singing a Taekook related thing, because with every trend and song, a Taekook edit probably exists. To say that Jung Kook saw that Taekook edit as opposed to just the original animation is a weird theory, because I believe he just saw the original. I don't think he was thinking about Taeyang's butt, or he was thinking about sexual things with Taeyang. I think he simply saw that video and it was all over his For You page on TikTok, and he just couldn't get it out of his head. He may not have even remembered where he heard the song and could have even confused it with any possible K-pop song right now. It's also very odd to assume that idols or public figures receive content about themselves on their feed. There's very few people who, when they see several pieces of content with their own face in it or them doing things or whatever, and then decide to mass consume that content. Most public figures or celebrities choose to never watch content of themselves, and if they see a clip of them getting an interview, they will just scroll or not click on it. The algorithms are pretty smart and can pick up that you don't want to click on that, and sooner or later they just assume you don't like that content. Like, if the algorithm serves you a video about Barney and you never click on it, it's just going to assume you're not interested in that. I actually highly doubt that BTS's recommendation pages are related to BTS, and or I doubt it's even related to K-pop. Let me know what you think. Make sure you check out my Patreon for more videos, link down below. Thanks for this lovely comment right here. Love you, bye.